toll booths are dangerous.
You're now driving on the 261 toll road.
I remember the day I found out the Orange County toll roads were no longer accepting cash.
It's the last day to see toll booth workers.
At 8:30 tonight, the last attendant will leave the booth here at the 73 toll road.
All tolls are collected electronically.
I thought, well, great, I'm never driving on those now. I had to buy a toll transponder, and those cost quite a bit of money, which made everything a little more confusing.
I'm not supposed to be on this, but I don't have a toll.
Yeah, I don't work here. You just pay the bill online. It's really easy.
I don't want to pay a bill.
Just get the next exit.
You know, we're humans, right? So the unknown always comes with a little angst.
And once you do figure out the toll pass, this semi-truck has to have 3 or 4 different passes if he drives across the country. A Florida Sun Pass, Texas Toll Pass, and none of them are compatible with each other. There was a time where every toll road in this country had toll booths in the middle of the road. Over 100 different toll roads in 30 different states, each of them perfectly happy with the change in your ashtray from state to state. Now that's what I call compatibility. There was just one problem. Toll booths are dangerous.
A single truck. It's the reason one woman is dead tonight.
So you had 70-mile-an-hour traffic coming up on a booth like this, and you might have the job of being the toll taker in there. But they actually have a tunnel that goes down underneath the toll booths just so that they can cross a couple of lanes of traffic to get in the booths. And traffic. Everyone's stepping on the brakes, and sometimes rear-ending each other, as they reach into their pockets to pull out a couple bucks. And that forms lines, sometimes very bad lines. Is there a way to fix the delay and fix the danger? I could just make up an answer, but why should I do that when I could talk to somebody who actually knows what he's talking about?
Samuel Johnson, Samuel.
Bring in our friend Samuel.
And I'm the Chief Operations Officer here at the toll roads. When our facilities were constructed in the 90s, as you mentioned, the plan was always to ensure that our travelers could use the roads without having to stop to pay a toll physically.
Electronic toll collection first showed up in the late 1980s, early 1990s. AT&T featured it in one of their commercials about the future.
Have you ever paid a toll without slowing down? You will. AT&T. Have you ever paid a toll without slowing down?
It worked like magic. Crashes reduced significantly. Tollway traffic started flowing like regular freeway traffic.
The vast majority of our customers, they wanted to be able to use the facilities without having to stop and worrying about, digging change out of their purse or out of their coin dish.
This is what an electronic toll collection gantry looks like. The old transponder here, the plastic shell one, has an antenna in it. And as I drive underneath the gantry, it broadcasts a radio wave that this picks up. And using just the electricity from the radio wave, computer bits inside of here turn it into an identifier that transmits back out of this, and then the gantry picks the signal back up.
A certain amount of data is exchanged in milliseconds, and it tells us the transponder ID and the agency.
Toll passes usually had monthly fees. It just didn't make sense to own multiple toll passes, which meant if you traveled out of state, you were out of luck. Different states and different toll authorities go with different vendors who put up different equipment that operate under different standards. That means a toll pass in New York doesn't work in Los Angeles, and one in Los Angeles doesn't work in Dallas, and one in Dallas doesn't work in Miami. States have spent millions of dollars buying different kinds of reader equipment to pick up those transponders, and it costs a lot of money to change all that out. So Congress put a big push on states to get it together and make one common system. 2 challenges: picking a standard that every state would use, and signing agreements between toll agencies.
We've been working through our industry association, the International Bridge, Tunnel, and Turnpike Association, and we've developed national standards, and we're working together to achieve interoperability within the very near future. For those few customers who drive coast to coast, if that's your summer trip, you will be able to do so and pay all your tolls on one account. We used to have these, large boxes of physical transponders. What we're rolling out to our 1.5 million account holders is a transponder that's the size of a sticker. The latest, greatest technology that us techno nerds call 6C. And this just mounts to the inside of your windshield. In here is a full computer chip. If you looked at an older computer, this probably has more power than, man, I'm really dating myself, than like a 386 PC. And you have a small antenna there that helps amplify the signal from the chip. The key thing is when it's applied to glass, that glass or that material acts as an amplifier for the antenna. And that's how you make the technology work without a battery. We've mailed out about 600,000 of these already, so our customers are starting to put them on their windshields. Californians, we like our vehicles, have a certain level of vanity about the appearance of our vehicles. So putting a box in your window is a lot different than putting a nice transparent sticker in your window.
This kind of transponder, a hard case transponder, this one ran me about $10. Usually they run around $10 or $20 depending on your region. But the new sticker ones,
We're actually paying about 50 cents for sticker tags versus the $17 for the hard case tag. So significant cost savings. And a key part of adopting the 6C technology that exists in our sticker transponders is what you mentioned earlier, Rob, and that's national interoperability. So not only is California going to be using this, but it's also used by our neighboring states in Oregon, Washington, Utah, and Colorado. So in the very near future, this sticker transponder will be able to pay for your toll usage anywhere in the western part of the United States. We're crafting agreements where anybody's toll account in any part of the country will work in another part of the country. That's the most important of interoperability, right? For all those transactions show up on my toll account, just like if I used a credit card. So this is what we're going to be able to accomplish nationwide. You have one tolling account, and wherever you use a toll facility, anywhere in the United States, you will be able to use that account to pay for your toll.
so if I use my California Fast Track on the Tri-State Tollway in Chicago, California will actually pull the money off my account and give it to Illinois and not just stiff them on the bill.
All of us are working together to achieve interoperability within the very near future.
Maybe next year. I couldn't quite get Samuel to commit to a time yet.
So the great thing about our plan is not only will it support 6C technology like this, but it will support some of those other legacy technologies that are in place. So we've all settled on 3 key technologies that all the agencies in the U.S. are going to support and process transactions for. This sticker essentially can last forever. You put it on your windshield, and it's the only one you'll ever need unless you have to change your windshield out.
If you don't have a Fast Track or Express account, you can pay your tolls online within 5 days.
If you're an eagle-eyed viewer, you may have noticed that I've conspicuously left out a very cool technology. Pay by plate. As you drive under the gantry, if you don't have a transponder, cameras will snap a picture of your license plate, and then within a few days you can log on to that agency's website and pay the toll. This is an increasingly common technology that's being used on places like the Golden Gate Bridge, where there's a lot of tourists and rental cars who are not going to have a toll transponder. Could this be a better technology than trying to get everybody in America to buy the little sticker to put in their windshield? What was some of the motivation to push for transponder stickers as opposed to just doing national pay-by-plate?
The cost of processing license plate-based transactions, we have to take an image of the license plate. Then we have to make sure our software has read the license plate. And if we aren't confident the software has read it, then we have to have a human look at it. So when you look at all these little pieces, they add up to cost. 6C or sticker transponders, they eliminate those costs, and they're priced so cheaply, right? We can buy these for 50 cents that we can give them to all our customers without a significant cost impact.
Here's a fun little product that's for sale on eBay. A license plate curtain.
For the purpose of avoiding those pay-by-plate tolls.
Your tag is invisible to anyone behind you.
After he cleared the toll booth,
A black drop-down drape as the car goes under toll cameras.
And look, a black curtain comes down over the plate of the car ahead.
Which adds another wrinkle to making pay-by-plate the de facto national standard for electronic toll collection. And don't get me started on those people who intentionally keep their dealer advertising on their car so they can avoid toll cameras. You add all the pluses and minuses together, there's a good probability a toll sticker is in your future.
All right. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks.
All right.
A big thank you to Samuel Johnson taking some time to explain this topic to me. And thank you to the toll roads of Orange County for giving me permission to film down here. Obviously, you normally wouldn't want to stand on the edge of a highway.